Good morning, students. We'll continue with the next part now. Now we are done with all the 18 functional groups. I've explained last time the priority order of how the groups are. Okay. Now we go to the next part. A little different concept to do today. Nomenclature of branch chain hydrocarbons. What do you mean by branched chain hydrocarbons? Now, till now, if I ask this, what were the branches you were having? The branches were like methyl, ethyl, all right? Now, what if a branch was tert butyl? What if the branch was isopropyl? Matlab a branch having a further branch that way. So for such branch chain isomerisms, we are having over here nothing but a different nomenclature to do for these different isomers. Okay, how do you name suppose I have a branch which has a branch again? Then how do I name it in the in the IUPAC systems? Okay, we don't have any common names as such, but we'll have only the IUPAC name. So there's a proper nomenclature. Let's understand this. Okay. All right. Observe this now. Suppose I'm saying if a chain is branched, then the alkyl group gets the name according to the chain. Meaning, such branch chains can be iso or neo. When the hydrogen atom from a carbon atom other than the terminal carbon is removed, branch chain alkyl groups are obtained. So what we need to do over here is we need to do their numbering. And how is this numbering done? This numbering is done on a particular concept that wherever the branch starts, from there you will number it as a continuous chain. So remember, suppose I have tert butyl. So tert butyl, we know there's one C and there are 3 methyl. So that C, okay, will be attached to the main chain. So you number from that part from where the branching starts, okay? Till now you were doing the longest continuous chain. Now it is not the longest continuous chain. It is from where the branching starts. For example, look at this. The first one, please have a look at the slide, everybody. This branch carbon is attached to 2 methyl, so that's isopropyl. So how do I number this now? In the IUPAC, if this is a branch, where this CH, what you see, I'm just circling here. This will be attached to the main chain. So this is a branch. So from where it is attached, I will number. Now I can number 1, I can number 1 and 2, or I can put it 2 down also. So now the IUPAC, at 1, I have a branch. That's methyl. So 1 methyl and again ethyl. Why ethyl? Because one valency is short. Don't call 1 methyl ethane. Clear, everybody? Because one valency is short and it is attached to the main chain. So that's why the IUPAC for if isopropyl is a branch, the IUPAC will be 1 methyl ethyl. Once again, if your branch has a branch, branches are like isopropyl, sec butyl, tert butyl, neopentyl, then from where the branching starts, from there you will take a continuous chain, and with the position you will write them in a bracket. Like for example here, to the main chain, whatever the number will be on which it is attached, I'll number a continuous chain. It can be either these two or it can be up and down also. Now at this one, there is an alkyl, that's methyl. So 1 methyl and again ethyl. Why? Because one valency is short. So we always know whenever one H is short, replace A and E by YL. Okay. Let's do more. Look at this now. Branch carbon is attached to 2 methyl. So this is, in fact, this group by default. I want everybody to understand that's our iso group by default, always. CH3, CH, CH3. Put into your head. That's a blind iso group. Or you see CH3 twice CH. That's iso. Okay. Now from where will I number? From where it is branched. Okay. Now when I'm talking about the branch part, the numbering will be somewhat like this. Observe this. From where this CH2 comes. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now at 2, I got a branch. That's methyl. So the IUPAC name will be in a bracket. 2 methyl, skeleton of 3. Propane with one valency short. So replace ANE by YL. So 2 methyl propyl. Clear? Then next, if I have to put up over there, look at this. Again iso, because branch carbon is attached to 2 methyl. From where it is branched. So look here like this. Please see the slide. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So from where it is branched or from where one valency is short, because this is going to be attached to the main chain. Okay. So this will be 3 methyl butyl. Everybody clear why butyl? Because one valency is short. Next one. Isohexyl. 6 carbon atoms. Branch carbon is attached to 2 methyl. So we number like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at 4, there is an alkyl, that is methyl. So 4 methyl, skeleton of 5. So that will be pentyl. Clear? This is 1. Now next, we have more numbering to see. So please see down. Just look at the slide down there. Now this is what, if you observe, 1 carbon is attached to 4 others. So that's neo. 5 with 1 valency short. So that's neo pentyl. From where will I number? Now longest continuous chain will be from where the valency is short. Matlab from CH2. So 1, 2, 3. So in a bracket, at 2 I have 2 methyl. So position of both. So it will be 2, 2 dimethyl and skeleton of 3 propyl. So 2, 2 dimethyl propyl. That's the IUPAC for this. Same way here where the valency is short, 1 short. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's technically second last carbon is attached to 4 others, so it's neo. Total 6 carbon atoms, so it's neohexyl. At 3 there are 2 methyl groups, so that will be, yes, 3, 3 dimethyl, skeleton of 4 butyl. Clear everybody? Here they have given us 3 dash. It is just 3, 3 only, not dash, because both the valencies are to be written. Clear everyone how this is? Let's see some more groups. Alright, see now. Now we'll talk about the group that will be sec. Let's understand the concept with respect to sec. From where it is branched, okay, so here the valency is short. Please have a look at the slide. So from here, 1, either it write 2 here or I write 2 here, doesn't matter. So 2 carbon only. So this will be 1 methyl ethyl. Okay. Same way sec butyl. Sec definition, one of the carbon is branched, directly attached to 2 other carbon, and where it is branched, the functional group is directly attached. Now in this case, it will be the main chain to which it is attached. Okay. So from where we number now? From where the valency is short, from here. So this will be 1, 2, 3. So at 1 I have a branch now. Okay. So this is 1 methyl skeleton of 3. So propyl. So 1 methyl propyl. Everybody clear why propyl? Because 1 valency is short. So from where it is branched, from there you will number. Okay. Same way sec pentyl. So from where it is branched, that is from this position. So I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, I have 4. So at 1 I am having a methyl group. So this will be 1 methyl butyl. Okay. Now this part is tert. 1 is directly attached to 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, common name tert pentyl. Where to number? From where the valency is short. Matlab here. From here I will number. So look at this please. 1, 2, 3. And at 1 I am having 2 branches. A methyl up and a methyl down. So this will be 1, 1 dimethyl skeleton of 3 propyl. Clear everyone how this is? See the next one now. That's tert butyl. So this will be again 1 because from here the valency is short. Okay. So this is 1. That's 2. So this will be 1, 1 dimethyl ethyl. So there are 2 methyl groups. So 1, 1 dimethyl ethyl. And now last with respect to the alphabetical part. Now alkyl groups I have told you I of the iso, N of the neo. But now if you have a closed chain, then C of the cyclo also. So everybody please concentrate on this part now. I of the iso, N of the neo, and C of the cyclo if it is a closed chain. They are considered in the alphabetical order. Now why are they considered? Answer is simple, because their nature is not fixed. What do you mean by nature? Iso can be 1 degree. Normally iso are always 1 degree, but when iso becomes sec, exceptions, right? It changes to 2 degree. Same way neo can be 1 degree also, can be 2 degree also. Cyclo, depending upon the group how it is attached. Okay, there also the degree will change. So these 3 are to be considered. Alright. Now let's start with the complex part. Trust me, it's gonna be fun. It's nice. Alright, there we go. The first one. Okay, I want everybody in your books. Draw the structures. Okay. And important now, most important thing, before we start, I want to say 2-3 rules. What do you need to understand? First rule, select the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. Second, the continuous chain is that which has maximum branches attached to it. So first rule, continuous chain of carbon atoms. Second, if I have 2 or 3 sides, say the same continuous chain, check the chain which has more branches. More the branches, then that's your continuous chain. Let's start. Suppose I go from left, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My branch is 1, 2, 3, 4 branches, but first branch comes at 3. Now if I go from right, that would be the preferred one because branches comes at 2. Let's see one more continuous chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't make sense. Or if I go from down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, this is also there. Okay, let's see. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I do this way, then what are the branches? 1, 2, is this clear? And so I'm having, if I go from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one branch here. Okay. Second branch over here. That's the third branch. That's the fourth branch. So we're getting technically over there to tell you over there. I'm getting how many? If I go from here, please observe this. Okay. I'm writing the numbering now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Branch mein I'm having one branch here. I'm having this whole thing will be taken as one branch, 2, and I will get this. So I'm getting how many branches? Only 3 branches. Now I think we can rectify this. How can we rectify this? One second, I'll show you. Suppose I take the continuous chain now from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now in this, if you observe, where am I getting my, how many branches I'm having? One branch is here. That's methyl. There is one more. 2. There is one more. 3. And I have this thing also as a branch. Okay. Now in this names, keep in mind, we can use the common names also. These are like fusion names, you know, half common, half IUPAC, that way, because these are branches, multiple branching. Now, before we do that, let's understand the numbering part, okay? Now at 4, there is now total 4 branches, but obvious. So we had 2 places 8, but I selected this. Why? Because here I'm getting 4 branches, but in the other one, I was getting only 3 branches. So as I said, longest continuous chain with more branching. So that's preferred. 1. Now, what more? Now we will try to allocate over here nothing but from where the branch is there, I'll start to number it, right? The branch also has to be numbered. So from here I'll number. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So this becomes the branch. Okay. So now the name will be what way? First, at 2 I have 2 methyl and 1 I have at 6. So 2, 2, 6 trimethyl. One part done. Now at 4 in a branch, what will you write? 1 methyl propyl. 1 methyl propyl. 3 of them. Bracket closed at 4. And then continuous chain of 8. What is continuous chain of 8? Octane. So once again the name. 2, 2, 6 trimethyl 4 1 methyl propyl, bracket closed, skeleton of 8 octane. This is name 1. Now we can have one more fusion name. I'm writing the name now. I want everybody to check. Look at this. 2, 2, 6 trimethyl 4 pe branch. So in a bracket 1 methyl propyl, bracket closed, skeleton of 8 octane. Now how will I write if I have to give some other name? As I said, you can use a fusion name concept also. Suppose I want to use a fusion name concept. Now at 4 pe, we have to just identify this entire group. Everybody clear with this? How it is? Now I have to identify only this group. Okay. How many carbon atoms? 4. Matlab butyl. We all know butyl. For alkyl groups, we have a formula to calculate isomers. I equals 2 raised to n minus 2. So 2 raised to 4 minus 2, that will be 2 raised to 2, which will be 4. So butyl will have 4 isomers. N-butyl, isobutyl, sec-butyl, tert-butyl. Which one is it? One carbon atom is directly attached to two other carbon atom and it is attached to the main chain. One carbon is directly attached to two other. Technically there should have been a functional group, but here it's the main chain. So this group is which group? Sec-butyl. Okay. Once again, the branch carbon is attached to two other carbon and it is attached to the main chain. So this is sec. Now sec-butyl mein, now the only thing is what comes in the mind, it's not attached to 2, it's attached to technically 3. That's correct. But here this entire part we don't consider, that is the continuous chain. We'll only consider this branch carbon is attached to 2 only. Okay, because that's the main chain. So now butyl ke 4, matlab sec-butyl. Now sec-butyl mein aapko S ko nahi ginna hai. So only B of the butyl comes first. So now the name will change as 4 sec-butyl 2,2,6 trimethyl octane. Why I wrote the sec-butyl first? Because S of the sec is not considered. So B of the butyl is considered. Okay, so if it is B of the butyl and then we have the 2,2,6 trimethyl jisme T nahi ginna hai. So it's M of the methyl. Okay, so look at the name now. 4 sec-butyl, okay, 2,2,6 trimethyl octane. Justified? Clear everybody? Now same way the next one. See, one already have the name is put up. Now at this position, this is my branch. Center one is attached to 4 others. So that's neo. Total how many carbon atoms? 5. So it's neopentyl. And now this is the continuous chain what I have. Okay. So this continuous chain, when I number it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now at 5, it's neopentyl. So 5 neopentyl, 9 carbon atoms, nonane. But what if I have to give an IUPAC to it? Okay. Then the IUPAC will go like this. Observe this part, everybody. Suppose I have to number it. So at 5, where it is directly attached. Okay. From there I'll number. So this is 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So at 2 I have 2 branches now. So my naming will be what now? 5 hyphen in a bracket 2, 2 dimethyl skeleton of 3 propyl bracket closed 5 2, 2 dimethyl propyl bracket closed skeleton of 9 nonane. So look at that, 5 2, 2 dimethyl propyl nonane. Justified? Now the next one. Okay, now let's name it in one way first. Okay, first let me change the color here so that you people are able to see it. Now first, which group is this? That's ethyl. And which group is this? Second last carbon is attached to 4 others, so that's neopentyl. So one is ethyl, one is neopentyl, and the numbering will be simple. If you observe this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now 3 pe we have ethyl, and at 5 what is the group? Second last carbon is attached to 4 others, so 5. So it's neo. Now ethyl guy comes first, that's why the name. 3 ethyl, 5 neopentyl, skeleton of 9 nonane. And if I have to give a proper IUPAC, then at first 3 ethyl, and then second part over there. Why didn't I number left to right? Because if I go from left, then branching comes first at 5 and then it comes at 7. Here the first branch came at 3. So numbering has to be right to left. Now more to talk on this. Observe now. At 5 where the branch is there, from there I'll number. So this is 1, that's 2, that's 3. And at 2 you have 2 methyl groups. So what will be the name of this now? 3 ethyl, 5 hyphen bracket 2, 2 dimethyl propyl bracket closed, skeleton of 9 nonane. So look at that, 3 ethyl, 5 2,2 dimethyl propyl and then non-N. Clear? So out of these two, any name you can give. All right. My suggestion would be preference, give only the IUPAC where you are not using the common names. But sometimes in an MCQ, if they say give the structure of 5-neopentyl non-N, then you should know. For these branched chain groups, we can use fusion names where they can be a part of common also or a part of IUPAC, or we can have exclusive IUPAC also. Both are valid. Okay. Now come to the last part. This is interesting. Okay. Now from where do we start? Okay. First of all, the continuous chain. If you see the continuous chain, it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 carbon atoms now. Now let's see the branches now. Now if you observe, the first branch is here at position 4. From where it is there, I will number it. So that becomes 4-pe 1-methyl ethyl. Okay, so that's what's exactly there. Then at 5-pe, I have this branch. Number it: 1, 2, 3. So this will be 4 1-methyl ethyl. 5-pe, what will you call? 1-methyl propyl, bracket close, skeleton of 10, non-N. That's the name. Okay. 4 1-methyl ethyl. Okay. 5-pe also. Now this is a branch. Okay. So 5-pe 1-methyl propyl, skeleton of 10, decane. So the continuous chain. Not necessarily should be in a straight line. It can go up, it can go down, but it should be in a continuous manner. Okay, that's one. Now what will be the other name to it? At 4, if you observe, that group is isopropyl, and at 5, if you observe, the group is sec-butyl. Please once again have a look at the whole group together. At 4, where the group is branch carbon is attached to 2-methyl, so isopropyl. 5-pe, 1 carbon which is branch is attached to 2 other carbon atoms. That's sec. Now sec-butyl ka S is not considered, but B of the butyl comes first. So पहले वो नाम आएगा. So what will be the name now? 5 sec-butyl, 4 isopropyl, skeleton of 10, decade. Look at that. 5 sec-butyl, 4 isopropyl, skeleton of 10, decade. Getting the idea how these names are, everybody? So this is when you have, till now, alkyl groups, all 18 groups we did. Branching was only methyl and ethyl. We didn't have anywhere third butyl or neopentyl as branch. So if they are the branches, then the nomenclature is this way. Okay, let's do something more. Some more examples. Okay, now observe this now. How do I name these compounds? All right. First, we start numbering from left to right. We'll go from left to right. Why? Because the branch gets a lower number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 4-pe ethyl, 2-pe we have methyl, and the continuous chain is of 6. So if the continuous chain is of 6, what will be the IUPAC now? We write up alphabetically always. So 4 ethyl, 2 methyl hexane. Clear, everybody? Understood? Okay. Now the question comes, how do I number the next one? If I go from left, branch comes at 4, but if I go from right, branch comes at 3. So this would be preferred. Now here there's a mistake. If anybody can spot the mistake, this H is extra. Carbon valencies are all satisfied. Okay. So this is 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7. Again a mistake here. This should be CH2. Correct. If it's a double bond, it's a different thing. Okay. It looks like a double bond, but then the thing is it has to be single, because then the IUPAC would be wrong there. Now how do I name this now? First, alphabetically. So if I have to name this alphabetically, see now. Alphabetically, who will come first? Ethyl will come first. What position? 4. So this would be 4 ethyl. at 3 I have two methyl groups up and down. So at 3 there will be dimethyl, and skeleton of 7, so that will be heptane. So the IUPAC 4 ethyl 3,3 dimethyl heptane. And hypothetically, suppose here there was a double bond, then the nomenclature will be what? Then the numbering is wrong. Then the nomenclature will go left to right, because first priority is to a double bond, then is to the branches. Okay, all right. And if that is the case, then the numbering will go as, just see this carefully what I'm saying. If I take a double bond over here between these positions, what you see. Okay, suppose यहाँ पे double bond होता, just see what I'm circling. Okay, then my numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it will be 4 ethyl, 5,5 dimethyl, skeleton of 7, hept 2 ene. Okay, what I'm talking, please draw the structures in your book and write the IUPAC. Once again, it will be 4 ethyl, 5,5 dimethyl, 7. So hept 2 ene. Okay, now look at this part now. How is this the whole thing going over here now? Now first rule is longest continuous chain is what we need to select over here. Now how do we do the longest continuous chain here? Okay, so here if I have to select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I take this, I have how many branches? 1, 2, 3, 4 branches. Any other way I can get more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That way also I'll get 7, but the branches will be 1, 2, and the whole part has 3. So the same, I'm getting here 4 branches. So that's how, if I go right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same way. So the continuous chain is the top part only. Okay. Now where do I number? If I number from left, the branch comes at 3. But if I number from right, branch comes at 2. So least numbering preferred. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now right up at 2 there is a methyl, at 3 also there is a methyl, and at 5 also there is a methyl. 3 times. So the prefix tri. 2, 3, 5 trimethyl. Then over here, same way, how will you write this part over there? 4 pe if you observe, what is this group? Propyl, because there's no branch no here. So I'll just number 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Okay. Propyl ka P comes later. Dimethyl mein D is not considered, but M of the methyl comes first and then P of the propyl. So the name of the compound goes as 2,3,5 trimethyl 4-propyl heptane. And same if I have to give a name, okay, in a different form, like in the common system name form. How will I give this part over there? Just one change. 2, 3, 5 trimethyl 4 N-propyl heptane. Once again, 2, 3, 5 trimethyl, T not considered, so it's M of the methyl. 2, 3, 5 trimethyl 4 N-propyl, because it's in a straight chain, and again 7 heptane. Clear? See some more here, more examples to get an idea. Now look at this part. This is 1, 2, 3. So closed chain is cyclopropane, we know, no? Now here at 1 we have a branch, so that's why the name methyl cyclopropane. No need to give the position. Why? Because in triangle there will be only one place where the branch can, means if there are more than one branch, I would, and they were different, I would have given the names here directly. So just methyl cyclopropane. Look at this now. How is this goes? Now here the numbering goes from left because lowest numbering. So look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 means non-N. Now identify the branches. If I have to identify the branches, then the branches will be at 2 I have a methyl. At 7 also I have a methyl. So 2, 7 dimethyl. And at 5, if you observe, I just have a continuous chain without branching. 3, 4 carbon atom. What is 4 called? Butyl. So at 5, I will have butyl. Now butyl ka B comes first. So if butyl ka B comes first, the naming will be what now? 5-butyl 2, 7 dimethyl, skeleton of 9. 9 is non-N. Once again the alkanes on the 10 fingertips. Meth, eth, prop, but, pent, hex, hept, oct, non, tech. So 9, non-in. Clear? Same way, if I have to write it with a fusion name, like as I said, using a common name, how will I write this now? 5 pe the group is 4 and a continuous chain is N-butyl. So N is not considered, so butyl ka B first. So now the name will be 5N-butyl 2,7 dimethyl non-in. Okay. Same with the next one. Observe now. Now how do we name this part? Now here, if you see the continuous chain over there, if I go from left, methyl comes at 3. If I go from right, ethyl comes at 3. So from both sides, if I have equal numbering of the chain, what was the rule? You number the chain from that side who comes alphabetically first. Matlab left to right, methyl is first, right to left, ethyl is first. So priority will be for, yes, for ethyl. So if the priority is for ethyl, then this will be numbered this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now first we write the ethyl. So this would be 3 ethyl, 4 methyl, and skeleton of 6. 6 is hexane. So the IUPAC, 3 ethyl, 4 methyl, hexane. Alright. One more name. Observe this part. Now this is given in one way. We'll write it in the other way also. Okay. First, let's try to number the continuous chain over here. How do we number the continuous chain? If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And if I go from right, 1, 2, 3. So here branch comes on 2. So the numbering has to be left to right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9 is non-in. Let's identify the groups. At 2 I have a methyl. At 7 also I have a methyl. So 2,7 dimethyl. And at 4, if I observe, there are how many carbon atoms, everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's butyl. Once again, butyl के 4 form है. N-iso, sec, tert. Most important to talk, कौन सा form है? Now look here. The branch carbon is attached to 2 other carbon atoms and is attached to the main chain. So ये कौन सा butyl है? Yes, this is sec butyl. Okay. So now sec ka S is not considered. So B of the butyl first. So the name 5 sec butyl 2,7 dimethyl non-in. That's what the name is. 5 sec butyl 2,7 dimethyl non-in. If I have to give a name now how will I give the name there? Now it will be 2,7 dimethyl. So not D, M of the methyl. Then 5 pe, how will I write? Now 5 pe the continuous chain. See, I'm numbering here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we will say 2,7 dimethyl 5 hyphen in a bracket 1 methyl propyl bracket closed skeleton of 9 non-in. I repeat the name. Listen. 2,7 dimethyl 5 hyphen bracket 1 methyl propyl. Okay. So M of the methyl is not considered. It's the P what comes. Okay. So here when we are calculating, the methyl M is the priority. So that's why 2,7 dimethyl 5 1 methyl propyl bracket closed 9 non-in. Okay. Then now some of the alicyclic numbering. This is very easy. Okay. I want everybody to just concentrate here. Cyclopropane means I just number 1, 2, 3. Done. Remember the names now? All alicyclic or all homocyclic are called polymethylene. Same way here. Cyclobutane, why? Just number normally 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I have methyl and ethyl, whom to give a priority I said? Who comes first alphabetically? So we number from ethyl. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 1 ethyl, 2 methyl cyclobutane. Clear? So when you have 2 branches, both are at equal priority. You go for the branch, you give the numbering lower number to that alkyl who comes alphabetically first. Now I have ethyl and I have 2 methyl. Now whom to give a priority? More branches gets the first priority. So I number from here 1 and this comes at 2. Now the issue is simple. I have given more branches the priority, but write up is always alphabetically. Okay, so this will be 2-ethyl 1,1 dimethyl cyclobutane. Justified? Clear? So more branches gets the priority, but write up is always alphabetically. Last one. Now I have a double bond, single bond, one branch and two branch. Now whom to give priority? First priority is always to the double bond. So if we number from here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now write up alphabetically 2-ethyl 3,3 dimethyl cyclobute 1-ene 2-ethyl 3,3 dimethyl cyclobute 1-ene. Justified? Clear? Okay. All right. This is one. We go to the next part now. Acha, before I go, sometimes students, they say, sir, can we number from this side so that the branch also gets the lower number? Matlab, what I'm talking is people do this numbering. Just listen to me. This is wrong what I'm talking, but then this is the mistake what everybody does. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sir, you only said lowest numbering to the double bond. I have done that. Lowest numbering to the branch also. So this is more preferred. Now why this numbering is wrong? Logical thinking. Can a double bond between 1 and 4 position? No, no. Double bond is always between two adjacent positions. So this numbering is wrong and the earlier one was right. Clear? So remember this. This is a common mistake what happens with many of you all. This is wrong. Okay. So this will go in this manner. Again, at double bond 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright. Let's do the next one now. Now few IUPAC to do. Yes. Now see, this is the bond line notation. I hope everybody knows bond line. No carbon, no hydrogen, just the bonds. Okay, in which we subsumed. So all where the lines are joining are all carbon atoms, and on each one there is understood to be hydrogen atoms. Just look at the way how the names are there and how the numbering. As I said, first rule, longest continuous chain, and B, most important, after the longest continuous chain, take that as the continuous chain which has maximum branching. Okay. Now look here. Here the numbering goes. If I had number from here left 1, 2, 3, this would have come on 4. Now 4 pe I would have got 1, 2, 3. 4 pe left say propyl, but if I go from right, 4 pe I am getting a isopropyl group. So a branch having more branches, whereas here 4 I would have got one straight branch. So again, if I have two branches which are both of same carbon atom, select that branch which has more branching. Okay, so that's what is done here. Now alphabetically 4 pe isopropyl ka I is considered. So that's the isopropyl group. One carbon is attached to 2 methyl. So 4 isopropyl. 5 pe there are only 3 carbon. 1, 2, 3. So that's basically just propyl. So 4 isopropyl, 5 propyl octane. या फिर more correct name 4 isopropyl, 5 N-propyl octane. And this if I have to write in the proper IUPAC, then at 4 again there is a branch, so 1 and 1, 2. Okay, so now this name will go as what? 4 bracket 1, this is the methyl group, right? The branch 4 bracket 1 methyl ethyl bracket closed, 5 propyl and then octane. Clear? Look at the name again, 4 hyphen bracket 1 methyl ethyl bracket closed, 5 propyl. You don't write N now because propyl straight chain only. So 5 propyl and then 8 octane. Same way, look at the next one now. Now this is something where you have more carbon atoms, so please concentrate here. Now you have the total 13 carbon atoms. Now 10 तो मैंने बता दिया. अभी 10 के आगे, okay, listen. 11 is called undecane. मतलब un is 1, decane 1 plus 10, 11. 12 dodecane, do is 2 plus decane, 2 plus 10, 12. 13 tridecane, 14 tetradecane, 15 pentadecane, 16 hexadecane, 17 heptadecane, 18 octadecane, 19 nonadecane, and 20 icosane. Okay, EICO, ICO, same, SANE. Like that the naming goes. And 100 carbon atom, that's called centane, CENTANE. Okay, maximum will be 10, but sometimes 10 to 20 you just need to know on the higher end. Okay, all right. Now here we have 13 carbon atoms, so 13 is tridecane. Now see the branches. Now 7 you have a branch which has more branches. Same way if I number from left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so definitely this numbering is correct. Now 5 at 1, again we number the continuous chain, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 you have fluorine atom, so fluoro, that's at position 1 and 2. So the name 7, okay, 1 comma 2, we are giving more name to the branchings because it's again how many carbon atom. Here we have technically 2 carbon atoms, so that's ethyl, and here it is the one with 4, so butyl ka B or ethyl ka E. So butyl ka B comes first, that's why the priority is given this one. Okay, we don't consider the fluoro part. So 7, 1 comma 2 difluoro, skeleton of 4, that's butyl. Why butyl? Because one valence is short attached to the main chain. Then 5 we have 2 carbon, so 5 is basically ethyl, so 5 ethyl, and then skeleton of 13, so that's what we call as tridecane. Everybody understanding how is this? Okay, why numbered from right to left? So branching gets the lower number. Now why that 7 1 I gave? Because it's ultimately butyl group and here it is ethyl, so butyl ka B comes first, not the halo. Okay, so that's why 7, 1 comma 2 difluorobutyl, bracket closed, 5 ethyl, skeleton of 13, tridecane. See more. Now a little bit getting more complicated for you to understand. Now something here, observe this part on the right. Now we have over here, how do I number these compounds? First let's see the continuous chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, that's the continuous chain. I'm numbering it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Then this one 9. This one 10. And last branch 11. Okay, 11 carbon atoms, so that is undecane, that is 1. Then moving on, next we have, let's change some colors here. Now at 5 I have a branch, observe carefully. Okay, what is a branch now? CH2 CH3, matlab it's an ethyl group. 7 I have a similar branch, that also 2 carbon, so it's also ethyl group. So 5 comma 7 diethyl, ye ho gaya. Now if you observe at position 6, how many carbon atoms we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in a straight chain is called what? Butyl. Now if I have butyl and diethyl mein D nahi consider karna, E of the ethyl, but butyl ka B comes first alphabetically. So the naming will be 6 butyl, 5 comma 7 diethyl, 11 carbon atoms. So that will be undecane. Clear? Draw the structures properly. Each end is a carbon satisfied with hydrogen and then the IUPAC. Okay. Now see the next one. Now this is directly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Without any branch, just 12 carbon atoms in a continuous chain. As I said, continuous doesn't mean in a straight line. Can go up, can go down, but it should be in a continuous manner without branching. So 12, dodecane, that's the IUPAC. Clear? Same with the next one. Look at this now. How is this numbering going now? This numbering will be in a little different manner. Observe this part. Now here if I start numbering, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I number from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So whichever you go, it's the same because both have branches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So now I have 7 carbon atoms. Why I took this? So that I get maximum branches. How many branches I have? I have 4 branches. Let's identify the branches over here, everybody. One branch is at 2, that's a methyl, 4-pe methyl and 6-pe methyl. So 2, 4, 6 trimethyl. Okay, 3 times. और 4-pe जो branch है, वो how many carbonate है? 3. That is 1, 2 and 3 where it is attached. Okay, so 3 is propyl. Propyl comes later after M. Okay, so this will be 2, 4, 6 trimethyl, 4 propyl because it's in a straight chain, skeleton of 7. That will be heptane. Getting everybody? So first, whenever the bond line is there, each one is carbon there and corresponding hydrogen atoms are to be satisfied. Okay, so wherever the lines are joining, each one is carbon, and where it ends is also a carbon atom. So the end ones are also all carbon atoms. Sometimes just to explain, they just write me over there. That's methyl. That's all. But they don't write also, you understand, single bond ending. Like see here, for example, okay, look at this structure here. Down they have written this CH3. Just see what I'm circling. Now if they're not written also, it's understood. End is carbon, so single bond is always CH3. See more now. Now here we have how many carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now branches are at what position? Everybody. The branches, if you observe, one branch is at 2, which is methyl, at 3 methyl. Okay, then I have 4 methyl, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so total how many branches? 6 branches. 6, 2 times di, tri, tetra, 6 hexa with all numbers. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexamethyl, skeleton of 8, octane. Clear everybody? 2 rules: longest continuous chain, and take that as the continuous chain which has more branches. Okay, next one, look at that down, how this goes now. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now if you observe in these 9, where are the branches? One branch is number 3, that's a methyl. 5, there is a branch, that is also methyl. And 7 also there is a branch which is methyl. So 3, 5, 7, 3 times. So 3, 5, 7 trimethyl, skeleton of 9, nonane. Okay, now next we have over here is nothing but what you see, a continuous chain of 13 carbon atoms. Alright, so first continuous chain you take 13 carbon atoms, and how many branches we have got? Let's identify the branch. Okay, I have a branch over here that is an ethyl group, 3, then 5, then 1 at 7, 1 again at 7, then 1 again at 9 and 1 again at 11. Okay, now here the nomenclature is a little different. What I want to teach you something new. Observe. What do we say? 7-pe. Now first of all, here 3-pe to ethyl tha. Okay, so that part is fine. So now 3-pe ethyl group, CH2CH3. Then at 5 there is a methyl. Then there is a 9 methyl. There is a 11 methyl. So 5, 9, 11. So that's trimethyl. There are 13 carbon atoms. So 13 is tri. Is this clear? So that's tridecane. Now at 7 we have 2 groups. Now a new nomenclature rule. If you have 2 branched groups, catch carefully. If you have 2 branch groups attached on the same carbon, then we use the nomenclature bis, B-I-S. Once again, if you have 2 branched groups, now methyl ethyl is not branched, they are just single. But suppose I had 2 tert butyl groups attached on the same position, then I can write the word bis. So whenever you have 2 identical branched groups attached on the same carbon, in nomenclature you will use the word bis. That's why it says 7, 7 because both are same. If you observe, both have the same identical branches. Here also if I count, It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a skeleton of 5. That's pentyl. With 1 and 3 पे 2 methyl. Here also if I count 1, 2, 3, 4 is clear. 1 methyl. Sorry, it's not 5. It is 6. 6. I'm sorry. 5 and this one is 6. Here I have made a mistake. I'll just rectify it. Okay, so that's where it goes. And the numbering starts from here basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here also, so the branches are at what position? Branches at 1 is at 2 there is a methyl, and at 4 also there is a methyl. Here also the same way. At 2 there is a methyl, and again at 4 also there is a methyl. So we have basically 6 carbon atoms with 2 branches at 2 and 4. So can I say we have 2 branched alkyl groups attached on the same carbon? Yes, then the nomenclature bis. What if there were 3 attached? Tricis. 4 attached? Tetrakis. We can't have more than 4, right? Because carbon valency is 4. So whenever you have 2 similar branched alkyl groups attached on the same carbon, use the nomenclature bis. That's why the name, look at that. 7,7 bis. Okay. And this bis is considered in the alphabetical order. That's why we are writing it first. So 7,7 bis. Now what are they? At 2 and 4 there are 2 methyls, so 2,4 dimethyl, skeleton of 6, hexyl, because one valency is short. Both are attached at the 7th position. Okay. So 7,7 in a bis, 2,4 dimethyl, hexyl, then the regular branch. Regular branches, if you see, first we have ethyl at 3, so 3 ethyl, and now the other methyl group. So that's 5, 9, 11. So it's 5, 9, 11, 3 times. So trimethyl, skeleton of 13, that's called as tridecane. Clear everyone how this is? Okay. Now with this next, I've given IUPAC names over there in the next part where all the compounds are named. All right. I want you all to practice it. It's basically all the 18 groups what are there. I've given the structures and I've given their names. I'll keep a doubt lecture where you can ask me all the doubts over there of any of these. There are some compounds. I'll just discuss this. Observe this now. Now, one more. There's something else to discuss here. Observe this now. How do we do this part? Okay. Now, numbering goes basically left to right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Decane. One branch now add 3. That's a methyl. 3 पे 2 branch. So 3, 3 dimethyl. Now 5 पे I have a big branch. I need to number this branch. Okay. Because then only I will get a clear position. What is it? So at 5 I start numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have a branch here. Okay. So how do I name it now? First of all, 5 पे if you observe, okay, at the position 5 over there, what do we have? 2 पे this group is ethyl, so 5, 2 ethyl butyl. Why I wrote this first? Because B of the butyl comes first alphabetically. Alkyl groups are not considered. Okay, so first B of the butyl. Now, if they were just methyl ethyl, then I would have considered ethyl. यहाँ ethyl butyl है, इसलिए B of the butyl, not E. Okay, understand? If there's only methyl ethyl, then ethyl. So now 2 पे ethyl, skeleton of 4 butyl at 5. So 5 bracket 2 ethyl butyl, then 3 पे 2 methyl. So 3, 3 dimethyl, skeleton of 10. That is decane. Clear? See the next one now, how this goes. Now this will start again numbering from left. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So pairing chain is done. I have 10 over there. That's done. Now at 3 पे I have ethyl, and at 5 पे if you observe, it's a neo group. Okay, second last carbon is attached to 4, so it's neo 1 2 3 4 5. It's neo hexyl. Okay, now how do I have to give the name only? Then how do I do this part over there? First I'll write the 5 part. Why? 5 पे continuous chain number करो. So 1 2 3 4. Okay, now butyl, so alphabetically but obvious B of the butyl comes first, everyone, so this is considered. Okay, now at 5 पे in a bracket 2,2 dimethyl butyl. So look at that, 5 पे bracket 2,2 dimethyl butyl, 3 पे ethyl, then so butyl का B first, then E of the ethyl, and then finally skeleton of 10, that is decade. Everybody clear? So rather than the fusion names, try writing it in this form only. This form is an easier way where you will not go wrong. Just remember, single branches methyl ethyl, E comes first. But if I have ethyl, butyl and methyl, then it's not the E of the ethyl, it's the B of the butyl. And if you have two branched alkyl groups, then that's bis, the B of the bis considered in the alphabetical order. Okay. Now look at the next one now. Now here if you observe, the numbering is already done. It's a chain of 9. So that is nonane. Let's see how many branches we got. Basically 1, then I got a second branch. So 2 branches. If I would have gone any other way, 1 2 3 4 5 6, nahi jamta. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, wo bhi nahi. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, ye bhi nahi. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, ye bhi nahi. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, none of them. First rule continuous chain was this only. So now let's do it now. Now 5 पे if you observe, okay, carefully, first I have a chain of 3, so that's 5 पे propyl. Then again on 5 I am having, if you observe from here, I have to take a continuous chain. So 1 2, then if I go left 1 2 3, that is also okay. Or I take this 1 2 3. So at 1 now I have 2. I have a methyl as well as a ethyl. So alphabetically who comes first? Ethyl ka E now. So now 5 in a bracket, 1 ethyl, 1 methyl, and then propyl also. Because 5 pe hai na. So basically on 5 we have branches. Acha, now can I use the word bis here? No. Kyun? We don't have two similar branch groups. So no bis now. So the name is simple. 5 bracket, ethyl ka E comes. So continuous chain of 3 now. So that's what you see here. 1 2 3, that's propyl. So 5 पे bracket 1 ethyl 1 methyl propyl, ये हो गया ऊपर का पार्ट, ब्रैकेट क्लोज्ड. फिर नीचे 5 पे वापस प्रोपाइल है तो उसको भी पोजीशन. सो 5 प्रोपाइल and then skeleton of 9, that is nonane. So please keep in mind, both here we have two groups but both are not equal. If they were both equally branched, I would have used the word bis. So no bis here. Okay. So please, once again, continuous chain first we did. 5 पे again a continuous chain 3. So 5 पे 1 ethyl 1 methyl propyl, bracket closed. 5 का 1 valency done. Now second valency. 5 पे again 3. So 5 propyl and then skeleton of 9. That's done. Okay. Now next, yes, now this is your homework. Okay, I have given all the names. Now only IUPAC, but it's all the groups together. So in short now, quick, let's do all the 18 groups very fast. Alkyl groups, find ANE alkane, alkene ANE by ENE, 2 double bonds, alka diene with the position, so alka, 2 triple bonds, alka diene, so alka will come. Double and triple rule, whoever comes first is given a priority, either double or triple. Second, if both are at equal priority, favor is first for a double bond, then a triple bond. And what are they called? Ene, where ene ka E is replaced by YNE. Okay. What if I have 2 double bond and 1 triple bond? Is this clear? Then it is alka diene. 2 times, right? So diene mein se E nikal ke YNE. Next, what if I have 1 double and 2 triple? Then it is alka diene, alka ene diene. Abhi ene ka ENE ka E you will not replace here. Why? Because the new word starts with D. This is one. Now let's talk about all the groups. This is what you have to memorize. So before you solve this, I want you to just prepare. Give this as a test. There are some 25 structures I have given. You have to just give me the IUPAC name with all the names. So on a paper, write the groups, memorize the names. Bas itna karna hai. Okay? Write all the groups. So first, let's start. Halogen, haloalkane. OH to the alcohol, alkanol. Next one, NH2, NH and H, all the three amines, alkanamine. COOH, carboxylic acid, alkanoic acid. COO, that is RCOR dash, ester, alkyl alkanoate. CHO, aldehyde, alkanal. C double bond O, that is RC double bond O R dash, ketone, alkanone. Then next we had ROR dash, ethers, alkoxyalkanes. Then next RC triple bond N, cyanide, alkane nitrile. We also spoke about isocyanide, RNC, alkane isonitrile. Alright, 10 groups done. Next 11th, derivatives of acids, anhydrides, C double bond O, O C double bond O. That's a functional group, IUPAC, alkanoic anhydrides. Then next, amides, CONH2, that's a functional group. RCONH2 is what we represent, alkanamide. Then RCOCl, that's acid chloride. COCl is the functional group, acyl chloride. IUPAC, alkanoyl chloride. OH attached to the benzene ring, that's phenol. Okay. Then we spoke about NO2 attached to the alkyl group, IUPAC, nitroalkanes. Then next we spoke about SO3H, that's we have as alkane sulfonic acid if it's attached to the aliphatic chain, or attached to the benzene ring, that we call it as benzene sulfonic acid. So this 16, then double and single bonds, what we discussed. Now with all these 18 groups, time yourself. Each structure should not take more than 1 minute for you. You're supposed to complete the whole part. I've given all the names, but my suggestion, keep a book, give it as a self-test. All the IUPACs only required, okay? And check it, whatever names are given. If not clear, then yes, in the live session, we'll discuss whatever the doubts are there, okay? I'm just going ahead so you get an idea. All the names are put up here. So these are 11. Then 4 more here, so that's 16. And then, so I have given all mixed part. You have some proper formula, some condensed formula, some bond line formula, and like that, all the names are put up over there. Okay, this is what you need to complete. I'll put up the doubts there. Okay, all right. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.